Mike check.
Hello, softball fans, and welcome to Mork Softball Field here at Ed Cruzy Stadium. I'm Sydney.
And I'm Houston Allen.
And we are here for Game 1 of this series between the Austin College Kangaroos and the Texas Lutheran University Bulldogs. So just here for a little pregame talk. We got Ethan's going to tell us a little bit about Austin College.
So matchup today, of course, TLU and Austin College. They're coming into today 13-10 on the season, 2-4 overall in the SCAC. They're led by Brandon Johnson, head coach in his second season. He played baseball at LSU and Cal State Fullerton. Was drafted by the Kansas City Royals as well as, like I mentioned, 2-4 in SCAC play. They nearly doubled their win total already from last year, so the Roos off to a much better start. And we'll meet the lineups here momentarily. Sydney, tell us a little bit about TLU.
Yeah, so TLU's coming into today still at number 15 in the country, and they are currently sitting at a record of 14-2, 5-1 in SCAC play. This is a conference series here today. Bulldogs are led by head coach Wade Wilson in his 13th season, and he's the all-time wins leader at TLU, most successful coach by winning percentage in school history. So excited to see them. And here are the lineups that we have, starting with Austin College.
So yeah, leading off for the Roos will be number 1, Elizabeth Preston, playing at short. And then number 9, following her, will be number 9, Tori Fowler, the left fielder. And in the 3 spot, it'll be number 3, Chrissy Hemby from Bonham, Texas. Then 4, 5, 6 will be number 21, Carrie Johnson. And following her will be number 16, the DP, Hannah King. And then playing out right field will be number 4, Faith Butler. And then 7, 8, 9 is the catcher, number 10, Lindsay Bush. And then it's number 6, Haley Swiatkowski, first baseman. And then batting ninth is the pitcher. It's number 55, Alexis Johnson.
Yep, and for your Bulldogs, the lineup we have here today, we have number 7, Kaylee Clark leading things off, followed by right fielder Madison Johnson. And number 12, Tavery Ortiz, getting the start today at first base, followed by number 44, Kylie Jack, the DP. Then we got our left fielder, number 1, Mia Landry, followed by our center fielder, number 36, Courtney Bellinger. And then our third baseman today is number 8, Reagan Hillis, followed by our shortstop, number 77, Lindsay Leal. And finally, our catcher for today is number 21, Bella Rodriguez. Ashlyn Strother gets the start for today, and we're pretty excited to see these two teams battle it out. So stay with us. We got the national anthem now, and we will go ahead and get this game started.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mork Softball Field here at Ed Crucy Stadium as we got the first pitch underway here as Ashlyn Strother in the circle for the Bulldogs like Sydney mentioned earlier. And she's been off to another dominant start this season. She faces off here in the first at-bat against number 1 for Austin College, Elizabeth Preston. And Ashlyn Strother starts with a quick 1-2-3 strikeout. Gets this one off to a fast start.
Number 9, Tori Fowler.
So Preston goes down swinging. Now that'll bring up number 9, Tori Fowler, sophomore from Red Oak, Texas. Sunny skies today here in Seguin. A little bit of wind blowing in from center, and it's warmed up a lot too. It was really colder last couple of days and this morning, but warmed up to about 80 degrees or so.
Yep, it's currently 78, sunny, wind is at a minimum right now.
Strother's pitch there a bit low. It's first ball she's thrown to start this game. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and I'm excited here to see the Roos play today. They've already have had such an amazing season. They're close to I believe, having the most amount of wins in a season. Let me see if I can see that. Yeah, I mean, so last time in 2016, they had 14 wins, and they're already at 13 this year. So they're pretty close to having a pretty historic season for them this year, and that's pretty exciting to watch.
Yeah, Brandon Johnson, like we mentioned, he's really turned this program around pretty quickly, just year number 2 for him. Meanwhile, though, Strother's struck out the first 2 batters she's faced, and now facing number 3, Kiersey Hemby, one of the players to watch for the Roos. She leads the country with 14 doubles. She was a SCAC hitter of the week before last, and leads SCAC with 27 RBIs.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, honestly, for how many games they've played. And she's a junior from Bonham, small town. I'm sure you've never even heard of Bonham.
Nope.
My sister lives there now, so I know where it is. But yeah, super awesome for her. And speaking of strikeouts and Athlon Strother, she's coming in today with 80 strikeouts.
1-2 pitch from Strother, looking for a 3-out, 3-down inning with 3 Ks, but can't get the strikeout pitch there as Hemby lays off. It's 2-2.
That's a great take by Hemby as well. I mean, that's a tough pitch to lay off of from Strother.
This one grounded down the third base line. Ooh, that one popped up off the bag and got Reagan Hillis in the face. That's going to be a base hit there with 2 outs.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate. Just with the way the ball was hit and where she was positioned, she had to go behind the base, and unfortunately that led to the ball popping up. Kind of unpredictable spot there, but now we're looking at number 21, Carrie Johnson.
That one goes behind Bella Rodriguez. Kind of mishandled it. Was a little bit of a high pitch, and that allows Hemby to move to second.
Yeah, so Roos coming in hot despite the first 2 strikeouts. They've got a runner in scoring position here in the first inning.
This one popped up to left field, and the play made by Mia Landry to end the inning. So Ashton Strother, after giving up the 2-out base hit on the kind of awkward play at third, get out of the inning relatively unharmed. It's 0-0 going to the bottom of the first. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Mork Softball Field here at Ed Crucial Stadium. Kaylee Clark leading off the bottom of the first. This one hit back up the middle, and second baseman unable to make the clean play. That was Hemby, and Clark easily reaches first to start the game.
Yep, so E4 there for the Roos to begin it, and unfortunately they're letting Kaylee Clark start at first base, and she is a stolen base threat out there. I believe she's currently leading the SCAC with stolen bases, I would say. And after
Speaking of
the
that, Sydney,
game,
she just stole another base. So.
I mean, are you surprised? So that makes for her, oh gosh, these score sheets or stat sheets are so hard to see. So that is stolen base number 36 of the season so far. And after Tuesday's game, she actually moved second in program history for stolen bases.
Maddie Johnson lays down that bunt. The throw in time, however, to first. So well played there by the Roos. The sacrifice does move Clark to third.
Yeah, and a great bunt by Johnson and a really close play as well. These Bulldogs have a lot of speed. They put a lot of pressure out on the defense.
So Tavia Ortiz at the plate in the 3 spot, the first baseman, with Clark at third. And first pitch strike there from Alexis Johnson in the circle for the Roos. And she seems to be their ace so far this season as a freshman. She's tied for 4th in wins in the SCAC and 5th in the SCAC with an ERA of 3.36 in terms of that statistical category, as Ortiz fouls that one away.
Yeah, and she looks good out there.
Mm-hmm.
She looks really good. I mean, really, she's gotten 2 outs so far. Unfortunately, the error by the second baseman cost her a base runner, but she's done well at limiting hard hit balls, but we're also 2 batters in.
This one Ortiz kind of reaches for it, but gets it to second, and that's going to score Clark from third. So grounds out to second, but scores a run, and Clark puts the Bulldogs on the board.
Yeah, I mean, you take away that error, and that's out number 3, and Ortiz not even getting a whole lot on that ball behind her. So, I mean, Johnson, she's doing something up there.
So now Kylie Jack will step in, the DP here in this one. Just game 1 of this series. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow afternoon.
Yep, and Jack is currently leading the SCAC with a 500 average, a 580 on base percentage, and a 900 slugging. So she has really done amazing, as that one is fouled and out of play.
Yeah, since last at home, she's tied the single game walks record with 4 against Southwestern, set a new single game total base record with 10 against UT Dallas, and she's 7th now on the all-time home runs list as well for TLU. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Jack grounds it down that first base line, and it stayed fair. So 3 unassisted to end the inning, and we'll go to the top of the second. But Bulldogs ahead, 1-0. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Mork Softball Field at Ed Crucy Stadium. Top of the second, and Ashley Charlotte back to work as she lays in a first pitch strike right down the middle.
Yep, and she is facing up against number 16, Hannah King, the DP for the Roos today. And she is hitting for the flex, who is the catcher, or I'm sorry, the third baseman, number 5, Kaylee Rush.
King tied for 4th in the SCAC with 2 homers, and 2nd in doubles with 10. Also 4th in slugging percentage, so really solid 5-hole hitter for the Roos. Again, a lot of improvement across this roster, going from last year to this year in Coach Johnson's 2nd season. You can see it in the numbers we've been giving you so far as well. So 2-2 count. 2 King. Pitch from Strother inside, jammed her, and she's going to pop this one up. Going to travel a little bit out the left, but Mia Landry makes the play for out number 1.
Yeah, and really, I mean, it's crazy. Like you mentioned, she got jammed, but the strength she has to kind of push it all the way out there as far as she did is crazy. So curious to see what happens if she gets a hold of one.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Cindy. That one popped up and just kept on going. Landry was almost at the warning track. So now at the plate is number 4, Faith Butler, sophomore from Crum, Texas.
Have you ever heard of Crum?
No, I was just about to ask you. It's crazy. I have a lot of respect, though, for any small-town kids, because I'm a small-town kid as well, but I can't say I've heard of any of these other high schools.
Well, but you're also from Marion, Texas, which is down here near San Antonio, and I'm from Dallas. So I know, I mean, a lot of these girls, I'm probably going to know where they grew up and stuff.
You'd be surprised, though. Some people around here never even heard of Marion, and it's right down the road. 1-2 count here to Butler at the plate, and she reaches for one, but just fouls it off. As the count is still at 1-2 between her and Strother.
We can see a bit of a shift here in the infield and also in the outfield, respecting her speed and her slapping ability.
One-two count still as she keeps on fighting off these tough pitches. Austin College selected to finish 7th in the SCAC, but off to a much improved start this season. This one fouled away. Lindsay Leal will die for that one, but won't quite get underneath it. But good effort from the 3 Bulldog defenders over there.
Now I tell you what, Leal is probably my favorite player to watch, because just her energy, she's always loud, and she always has great energy supporting her teammates, and she gives it her all, and she's so fun to watch.
Well, from Strother goes a bit high. Goes to 2-2.
It's a great at-bat here by Butler. She's at the 8th pitch right here.
And that one is the lucky one. Striking out swinging is King, and that is, I believe, number 3 now for Ashton Strother through the first 1.5 innings.
Yep, and that's strikeout number 3 so far. This is going to bring up number 10, Lindsay Bush.
First pitch there, another strike for Ashland. Just 1 hit allowed so far on kind of a wacky play at third. Now the 0-1 right here, lined into the gap. A really good swing from Bush, and that one's going to roll all the way towards the fence, and it's going to be a stand-up 2-out double. So another 2-out base runner for the Roos.
That's a great hit, too. She just got all of it and just really crushed it. I think that pitch by Strother left a little bit too much on the white part of the plate, and you know, maybe she could have gotten away with that in previous seasons against the Roos, but I mean, they're showing that they've changed, they're better, and you can't take them for granted.
So Haley Swikowski at the plate, and that one going to be fouled into the bullpen over there.
Long foul ball
College.
for a second.
Yeah.
I mean, if she didn't hook it the way she did, I thought it was going to go out. Yeah, I'm having a blast watching these Roos so far.
Swikowski, 280 batting average on the year and 9 RBIs. She's got a chance to get number 10 if she can bring home Butler, or actually Bush at second.
Yeah, I mean, it'll really, their response to letting a run in is, it means everything. So if they're able to scratch a run across now, I mean, we're in for a great series.
And strike 3 swinging, Ashton Strother gets number 4 to end the inning and strands the runner at second. Go to the bottom of the second. Score is still 1-0. TLU out in front. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Mork Softball Field at Ed Kersey Stadium. Mia Landry leading off the second for the Bulldog offense, playing out in left field today.
Yep, getting a start for her out and left with, especially since we're missing someone from the Bulldog team. Annie Kay is out with an injury right now. So that's why we have a bit of a different outfield here today, but there's no doubt that they'll be able to get the job without her.
Landry will swing to that one. Really good pitch from Johnson right there. It's 1-1 count. Mia Landry this year batting .321, making her 10th start on the season. And now the Blue will call time. Oh, we got a free softball over there out in foul territory in right field. Let's take care of that.
Yep, looks like whoever was warming up let one slip away.
Comes the 1-1 pitch and doesn't get the call. Pretty good spot right there, but Landry lays off 2-1.
Johnson doing a good job so far, limiting any hard hit balls.
And Landry's going to beat that one out. Kind of a slow roller to the middle of the infield, and Landry uses her speed to reach base.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, like the Bulldogs really haven't hit anything crazy hard yet, but that one just up the middle made the second baseman have to move, and the throw just not able to get there in time.
So leadoff base runner for TLU, and now number 19, Courtney Bellinger, at the plate. Another one of those lefties in the Bulldogs lineup as lays down a pretty good bunt. Bellinger won't reach, but does advance Landry.
Yep, and good execution there. Good job moving her runner over. And she's going to move her over for number 8, Reagan Hillis. You know, we haven't seen her, Hillis, with a lot of power this year, but we've seen her with some really awesome bunts.
Got Landry at second. First pitching coming from Alexis Johnson. She's looked good for a freshman. Now throw down to third, but Landry will stay at second. Hillis third on the team in RBIs with 9, and when she reaches base, she's also a threat as she's third on the team in stolen bases with 15.
Yeah, I mean, this Bulldog team just has so much speed, and even when you think you're getting a break from the speed, you know, someone else comes up.
Exactly. There's the bunt, and just drifts foul.
And a great idea, too. I think she would have been easily safe, but unfortunately just her barrel pointing towards her own dugout, and that one just not able to stay fair.
Hillis down on the count, 0-2.
I'm excited to see what Johnson goes here.
Fighting off the pitch there was Hillis. Stays at 0-2.
And honestly, a really good foul ball there by Hillis. I mean, from up here, it looks like that ball was off the plate by a little bit. So just being able to protect the zone and fight off the bad ones and get a good one.
0-2 and in the dirt, and Hillis able to lay off that one. There's the first ball of the AB. Waiting for her pitch.
Yeah, Johnson's still up here with the 1-2 count, but she's got speed with Landry at second.
Another kind of check swing and another ball.
A great location there, though. Just that low outside. It's a tough pitch to hit, and she really did a good job at spotting it right there. You know, with a team like the Bulldogs, such a hitting team, you can't give them anything too sweet.
Hillis again fouls it off. We got, I know, Sydney, you're keeping track of the pitches in the ABs. What number is that upcoming?
This will be the 7th pitch.
Yeah. So a battle brewing right now between these two. With one down in the bottom of the second. That one runs inside, but the Blue behind the plate says strike 3 looking.
Yeah, and that's great pitch calling right there. You know, Hillis just, she was pounded in the zone, outside, 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 and then just the inside pitch just freezing her up a bit. So great job by Johnson there.
That'll bring up number 77, Lindsay Leal, shortstop. Like you mentioned, Sydney, one of your favorite players on this Bulldog roster. First pitch to Leal, showing bunt, gets down a good one, and Lindsay will not be able to beat it out though. As that'll strand Landry over there at third. And we'll go top of the third, still at a 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Mork Softball Field at Ed Crucy Stadium. Top of the third we go. Is due up for the Roos is 9-1-2. It's the pitcher at the plate, Alexis Johnson. Will now try to help her own cause. Like you mentioned off the air, Sydney, she has looked really good so far in the circle. And now at the plate here, 0-2 count. Good eye there. Just lays off the pitch for Strother, 1-2.
Yeah, and just tallying up the pitches, Johnson has thrown a total of 21 pitches, with 17 of them being strikes. So not only has she limited any damage by the Bulldogs, she's been incredibly efficient at keeping her pitch count low.
Count still at 1-2 after she fouled that one off. Leadoff batter Preston up after her. That one runs inside, but Strother gets her looking, as that is number 5 already for Ashland.
Yeah, and similar to Johnson's strikeout against Hillis, you know, Strother just was going outside and snuck one back in to freeze her.
So now it's the leadoff bat, number 1, Elizabeth Preston for the Roos. Preston batting .408 on the season. Has started all 23 games for Austin College. This one she gets a piece of, but out of play.
Yeah, last year she was a honorable mention honoree in the SCAC. Looking to do the same, if not better, this year.
She was the first SCAC hitter of the week of 2024 this season. And got a team high 14 stolen bases, 4th in the conference, and leads the conference in triples as well.
Yeah.
This one popped up, and Landry underneath it is, luckily the outfield was kind of playing in close there, and there's an easy out, number 2.
Yeah, off the bat I thought it might have landed in no man's land, but just the outfield shifting over and up against these slappers here to really limit their range and their damage.
Now 2 down and no one on base just yet as the Roos will try to bunt on. Hillis with a quick play, but unable to bring it in was Kaylee Clark covering the bag at second.
Yeah, and you can tell she's frustrated about not keeping that one in. Kind of tough when you have the runner kind of running at you and then the throw taking you into the runner's lane. So, fortunately, just pulled away from it too soon.
Runner will go. The throw down from Bella Rodriguez is a pretty good one, but Fowler reaches base.
Wow, and a great throw by Rodriguez, but Fowler just with so much speed able to get there.
Now it's number 3, Kiersey Hemby. Back up. She had that base hit her first time up.
Yeah, and here a base hit scores, so it's go time if you're the Roos right now. This is who you want up to bat.
Still anyone's ball game here early. I mean, the Bulldogs only 1 run through the first 2 innings because, again, Alexis Johnson's done a really good job. It's been a pitcher's duel so far. So Austin College just 1 good swing away from making some noise in this one. 2-1 pitch and popped up. That's going to go foul and into the stands.
Loving this pitch calling right here by the Bulldogs. Kind of going in on Hemby and getting her jammed up a little bit.
Hemby was also SCAC honorable mention last year, along with Preston. That Sydney mentioned earlier. It's a 2-2 count after another foul ball.
Yeah, I think the umpire missed a pitch, truthfully. He's saying it's 1-2, but Hemby just doing a good job of attacking those in the zone. And you know, Easton, actually something cool is the Bulldogs are actually wearing a pitch comm this year. So Strother, it's essentially an electronic device where the coach on the side inputs it in, and Strother, essentially it's like a watch. And she looks at it and it tells her, you know, curveball inside or something like that.
Pretty cool.
So that's how they're getting their pitch signals this year.
With the 2-2, and almost a great call from the pitch comm right there, but Hemby able to lay off. It's a full count.
Yeah, a really good spot, but a really good take by Hemby.
Payoff pitching coming, and oh, I guess we were wrong the whole time. I think that's ball 3 right there.
I mean, even their coach was saying that's ball 4.
So now the count's full. Sorry for the confusion and the payoff pitch.
Well, I
fouled
can
off.
tell you that TLU's definitely not going to argue that was ball 4.
I thought it was too. So anyway, Strasser will take it.
Yeah, I'm too stubborn, and I'm going to say that I was correct the whole time, but I'll let them deal with that. This is the 11th pitch of the at-bat.
And we'll do number 12. That one's driven into the Austin College dugout.
Yeah, this is a crazy at-bat here. It's just going to double-check that ball real quick, make sure it's not scuffed up.
Yeah, this is a big one too. I mean,
this at-bat has been so long, I forgot how many outs there were.
2 down, runner on second. It's just still a 1-run game here early. As that one will run too far inside and be ball 4. Maybe ball 5, but regardless, Hemby reaches base.
Ball 5 to me, but I'm not stubborn or anything. My ego's not hurt.
So 2 runners on now, first and second for number 21, Carrie Johnson. First pitch strike for Strother late in there. Now 0-2.
And Strother just, I think at this point she's probably ready to get out and get back in the dugout. So being really efficient here.
It's been a long inning so far. Austin College just looking to get some runs on the board with it.
I know, I mentioned Johnson's pitch count, but Strother has came into this inning throwing 34 pitches already. So she's thrown a lot and only adding more this inning.
Try to get her to chase, but I will say one thing I've noticed so far, Sydney, you probably have as well. The Roos have been pretty disciplined at the plate, not chasing any of the balls going outside, especially for Strother.
Yeah, for sure. They have been extremely disciplined. Really not swinging at any of the chase pitches, laying off any rise balls. I mean, I don't know what head coach Brandon Johnson has done, but I mean, it's impressive. It's hard to be disciplined like that when you're up to bat.
Just like that, the count goes full for Johnson. You know, Asher's got to lock back in here to prevent a second straight walk. Payoff pitch. That one right down the middle and popped up. Liao will backtrack into shallow left center and make the play for out number 3. So Strother gets out of another late inning jam in strands 2. And the Bulldogs maintain their 1-0 lead. We'll go bottom 3. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Mark Softball Field at Ed Carusi Stadium. Bottom 3, TLU ahead by 1 in this low-scoring affair, as Alexis Johnson's kind of matched Ashton Strother's performance so far.
Yeah, she really has. She's been very efficient, and
That one from Rodriguez going to drop into right field. Good leadoff swing there.
I loved that piece of hitting. Just taking that high outside pitch, taking it back to where it came from, not trying to do anything too crazy.
Now we got a discussion here between the umpires and Coach Johnson. Not sure what that's about.
I could not tell you either.
You're usually my lifeline, so if you don't know, I definitely don't know.
Yeah. Hey, one of these days you're going to pick up something, and I mean, I might just get up and leave at that point. So you don't need me anymore.
At the plate now, it's Kaylee Clark as we're back to the top of the order. Rodriguez over there at first after the leadoff base hit. Just the second hit allowed by Johnson, going through the order for the first time.
Yeah, and I mean, these Bulldog hitters just have to kind of realize that Johnson's going to pound the zone outside. So just don't try and pull it. Don't try and do anything too crazy. Just take it back to where it came from.
That one goes inside again for ball 2. 2-0 count for Clark. Right back up the middle. They'll go to second first to get the force out. Nice heads up play there from Johnson to get the lead runner.
I wasn't sure if she was going to go there or not, but I mean, she had a lot of time, so really either out would have been good, but keeping that runner out of scoring position is always a great tool to have.
You know, I almost think she might have thought to go to first just to get Clark off the base paths and just live with Rodriguez at second.
I mean, I'm sitting here thinking about both options, and I don't think that either would have been bad because Clark's just going to do that.
Didn't matter. It didn't matter.
I mean, either way, you're in the same situation, you know.
Is that number 37 now?
I believe so. I'm going to start finding a way to track it on my little sheet.
Johnson showing bunt now as she's at the plate. Lays off
Yeah, and you can see the third baseman not crashing on the bunt to prevent Clark stealing third. So kind of a good opportunity for Johnson if she wants to lay one down there.
Another one foul from Maddie Johnson.
Yep. She was going for the bunt, but unfortunately just did not get her barrel out very good. But Johnson seems to be kind of slamming the inside part of the plate on these lefties. So I'd love to see Johnson just turn on it.
2-1, still showing bunt, but it's a really good one. Slow roller towards third, and that's picture perfect right there for Maddie Johnson.
Wow. I mean, just the barrel control that she had to be able to take an inside pitch and bunt it down the third base line is amazing. I love it.
So Johnson at first, Clark at third for first baseman Tavera Ortiz.
Yep, and we got a first and third situation with no outs, so I'm curious to see what the Roos can do on defense.
Now a little trickery there from Coach Wilson and the Bulldogs as Johnson keeps on messing with second baseman, and now Clark goes home, and the Bulldogs get it done. Seen that one before.
Yeah, that one kind of scared me. But hey, nonetheless, another run across the board, and maybe not the best decision for Clark to go home when the defender's staring right at her, but kind of just showing her speed and saying, I'm that fast.
I'll be honest, I mean, at least for me last year, I've seen Coach Wilson, I'm sure you have too, Sydney, do that a few times, just play mind games with the runner at first to try to get that runner from third home. You know.
Yeah. And as a defense, you really just have to sit down and say, which runner do we care about more? You know, and that's kind of the key at how you break it.
Meanwhile, Ortiz grounds out to short, but stuff about that is they didn't get any runners on that last play, but they do get the force out right there to first.
Now batting the designated player number 44, TLU.
And that's 2 down.
Yeah, so, I mean, luckily Johnson with a lot of speed, they weren't able to get her at second there to try and turn a double play, so a runner in scoring position for Kylie Jack.
A 1 count here. She looks at a first pitch strike. One outside evens the count up.
Yeah, Jack's just, I mean, it's exciting for me to see hitters or players who haven't played a whole lot or gotten a lot of playing time in past seasons to just come in and dominate the way that she has.
Big swing there from Jack, but it's a line out into center. It's going to end the bottom of the third. But Kaylee Clark comes across the score again. It's 2-0 now. TLU in front. Will you stay with us? Welcome back to Mork Softball Field at Ed Crucy Stadium. Top of the 4th inning we go, 2-0 our score. And it's King, Butler, and Bush due up for the Roos.
Yep, Strother's still on the mound here for the Bulldogs, and really a close game here and a tight game. Ruse, they've had scoring opportunities, just haven't capitalized with them. So, you know, I'm curious to see if they're going to finally be able to push through, break through. That's what I was looking for.
They had a chance last inning. They had 2 runners on. They definitely threatened Strother for a moment.
Yeah, for sure. But luckily, Bulldogs able to add another run and get some insurance there, but I'm sure they'd probably feel a lot better if they had some more.
Yeah. This one grounded to Liao at short. Pretty well hit, but right at her, and that's going to be a easy throw to first for out number 1.
Yep, and this is going to bring up Faith Butler. She had a 8-pitch at bat back in the second. Ended in a strikeout, but I mean, just making Strother throw more pitches than what she probably wants to. So,
0-1 count here after kind of a half-hearted swing, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, the Roos aren't going down without a fight. That's kind of what I'm seeing today.
Butler on the season, 3.54 ERA, so despite that strikeout last at bat, she's been one of the more productive hitters in the lineup for Austin College. Top 5 in batting average on the team, and 1-2 count here.
Yep, and we can see the TLU defense kind of shifted over, mainly in the outfield.
And that is strike 3 swinging. I believe that's number 6 now for Ashlyn Strother so far.
Now batting the catcher, number 10, Lindsay Bush.
Now after that strikeout, will bring up number 10, Lindsay Bush, the senior from Prescott Valley, Arizona.
Now I do not know where that is.
I was, if you were about to say something like, oh, I've been there before.
Yeah, I know where that is. Yeah, no clue. No clue. Super cool. They have a couple out-of-state girls on their team, which is really cool because I'd be curious to ask them, like, why Austin College? Why Sherman, Texas, you know?
Exactly.
So, I mean, they have this gal here, Lindsay Bush, and then they have
Kaylee Rush from Durant, Oklahoma.
Yeah, but that's, I mean,
it's not too far.
That's right.
I will
next
say
to
Sherman's pretty close to Oklahoma. There isn't. Is that Illinois on there as well?
Yeah, Haley Swiatkowski is from Illinois, and then Caitlin Barrett from Colorado. I think that's, yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. I do want to know why Sherman, Texas? Why Austin College? But I love it.
2-2 count here to Bush, and that one fouled off. Count stays right where it is. Strother looking to make quick work in this inning. She's already retired the first 2 batters and looking for 3 straight. 2-2 pitch, and does not get the call.
It's a great pitch. I think I was kind of with everyone else on the field wondering where that one missed, but I think I'm going to start trying to say better things about umpires.
That one, full count, 2-out pitch, and she delivers it into center. Yeah,
I'm kind of got jammed a little bit, but just able to push it well enough into the outfield to get herself on base. This is going to bring up first baseman Haley Swiatkowski. Struck out her last at-bat, was one of the strikeout victims.
So what the Illinois product can do at the plate here now after the last at-bat, like you mentioned. Runner on first. Austin College seems to, I think every base runner they've gotten has been with 2 outs so far this game.
Yeah.
So they've found ways to make Strother a little bit uncomfortable, or maybe more annoyed, if anything, with these 2-out base runners.
Yeah, I'm not sure how uncomfortable she really gets at this point in her career. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, it is frustrating to have a 2-out hit, you know.
That one drifting outside, try to get Swiatkowski to chase that one, but she does not.
We can see the sun starting to become an issue there for the left side of the field. I'm sure it is pretty darn bright over there. Limited visibility for sure.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Swakowski, the first baseman, and she swings through it for strike number 3. 2 strikeouts descending for Ashton Strother. And the Bulldogs will strand another runner with 2 outs, and we'll go bottom 4 with TLU up 2. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Mork Softball Field at Ed Crucy Stadium. Bottom of the 4th in this one, as Mia Landry leading off another inning for the Bulldogs. She led off the 2nd inning with the base hit.
Yeah, and a big swing there by her. But I like it. I like that approach. Be aggressive with Johnson. She's throwing a ton of strikes.
So right there, going a bit outside. 1-1. Yeah, her and Strother both just have been killing the strike zone halfway through this game now. They've been attacking these batters all evening. Game 1 of this series. Pitch to Landry goes low for ball 2.
I can bet we'll probably see Johnson again later on this series. I bet we'll probably see her probably in the 3rd game, honestly.
She's kept the Roos in it, just waiting for the offense to help her out, but she's definitely done her part so far as Landry pops up to 2nd. And it's going to be an easy recorded first out. So now I'll bring up number 19, Courtney Bellinger. As Bellinger laid down a sack bunt last time. First and 3rd in tight. That one ran inside. Did it get her? And home plate umpire says it did. So Bellinger will take the free base.
Yep, so just a base runner that you probably would have liked to avoid if you're Johnson. You know, just because she has done so well, but definitely does not want to tack on any more runners for the Bulldogs. We're going to see number 3, Harley Russell, come in to run for Courtney Bellinger. And she will probably also go into the outfield next inning as well.
Russell's got a lot of playing time this year in what I believe is her sophomore season.
You are correct. Yep, she's done a good job just kind of being more of a role player, being on defense when she's needed, running when she needs to.
Bunt attempt there from Hillis, but kind of popped it up and foul. She's kind of frustrated with herself there, but just a 0-1 count to the Bulldog 3rd baseman. She has held down that position on defense. She's been really solid at 3rd base the last 2 years. As there goes Russell, the stolen base.
Yep, been a strike called for Hillis, so she is now down 0-2 with 1 out and a runner at second.
Oh-2 pitch, and Hillis drives that one into center, and Russell will not tag up.
Good throw from the center fielder.
Got it back into third quickly, and 2 down for the Roos.
Yeah, really good throw there by the center fielder. Just to keep Russell staying put, and I mean, yeah, she did a great job.
So now it's up to Lindsay Liao back up. She grounded out her first time, but a chance to score Russell from second and continue to push the Bulldog lead. As Russell goes for 3, and she's got it easily.
Oh man, I don't know what her dive is. But at least she's on turf and she's able to slide a little more. Sometimes in the dirt, the worst thing is just getting stuck.
1-0 pitch to Liao, and swings right through it for strike number 1.
Yeah, I'm curious with the way that the Roos are playing Liao. Like, the outfield is kind of playing her pretty normal despite her being a slapper. And I mean, I know that she can go to all fields if she wants to, but curious to what their reasoning is for just playing upright.
2-1 count here as Liao looked at another ball. This one be strike number 2. The AB is Liao kind of staying patient. Only swung the bat once. This at bat. 2 down, and Russell at third.
Inside pitches are really hard to hit as a slapper, and it's something that you kind of have to made your mind up already of, am I going to pull this or am I just going to dink it?
Yeah, we'll ground this one to first, and a nice snag over there to field it and make a step on the bag. That was number 6, Haley Swikowski, and there's out number 3.
It's a great play to get out of that inning without any runs scored.
She goes 3 unassisted and strands the runner at third. Did Alexis Johnson. 2-0 lead is our score still. We'll go to the top of the 5th inning where the Roos will try to chip away. Please stay with us. We're back here at Ed Crucy Stadium, and first pitch swinging for Johnson, and she's going to reach after the ground ball to Liao. I don't know what we're going to score that one, but she's on base.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ortiz not able to make the pick over at first. I might say an E3 just because it wasn't too much of a short hop, more than it was a long hop for her. So that's kind of my reasoning, but don't get mad at me, fans. I'm not in charge of the stats.
Saw Bryce Hayes walking around. I think Nick Trumbull over there in the booth next to us asking the same question, or Lexi with the stats, as that bunt attempt from number 7, that's number 1, excuse me, Preston, back up at the plate.
Yeah, and I like that approach too by her. I think, you know, she's not really seeing the ball too well against Strother, so why not try and lay a sneaky bunt down if possible.
Trying it again there, but
Or even, actually, in this case, it should be a sac bunt.
Yeah. She got Johnson over there at first, the pitcher. She's kind of been the MVP so far for the Roos, holding TLU to just 2 runs, and now she's on base.
Yeah, she's done a phenomenal job. She definitely has me in her corner for sure with just how great she's done so far today.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Preston. 0 for 2 with the strikeout and pop up. Here she pops up another, but another foul ball.
Yeah, I mean, these Roos, like, they've had a lot of long at-bats. Like, I mean, just looking at it, I think I'm counting 4 or 5 that have gone, like, over 5 pitches, which is crazy.
Another pop up. Oh, but Liao makes a jumping play in front of the Austin College dugout. That was a heck of a play over there in foul territory.
You know, I think she just jumped for fun. I really do. I don't think she actually needed
It might have made it more difficult, if anything.
Well, I think just running up on the net there, kind of just unsure of if it was going to creep over. So, you know, she's athletic enough where just kind of trusting herself to make that play.
So there's out number 1 in the inning. And now it's Fowler back up.
Fowler reached her time, her last time. I believe she stole second as well.
There's strike delivered from Strother, 1-1.
Yeah, I have 0-2. I think our scoreboard was
Oh,
wrong.
yeah,
But no
0-2.
worries, Easton. I got us. When in doubt, just ask me.
0-2 pitch from Strother, looking for the strikeout, and nothing doing there. It's 1-2. Ooh, kind of reaching for that one on the slap there and barely getting a piece of it. Is Fowler staying alive?
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, like, if I'm Fowler, like, I might just want to try and do more of, like, a soft slap, nothing too hard, and just try and use my speed on the bases.
Oh, a line drive to Hillis, and the throw down to first. Reagan Hillis turns 2 by herself, and that is going to end the top of the 5th.
Yeah, Bulldogs with the momentum, so we'll see if they can add more to their runs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Welcome back to Mork Softball Field at Ed Crucy Stadium. Serena Gonzalez getting the pinch hit opportunity here late in this one. And first pitch swinging for her to deep right center, but a play made on the move there by Johnson, but a good swing from Serena.
Yeah, a great hit, just, you know, center fielder. Carrie Johnson doing a great job going back on that, but definitely nothing to be upset about there as Gonzalez just crushed it.
Fly out the center. She was pinch hitting there for Bella Rodriguez. And now Kaylee Clark back up. She scored both runs for the Bulldogs this evening. Looks at ball one there.
Yep, and Clark, I mean, really, like, you want to keep her off the base path, especially now that she has been the only one to score this game. You know, just by using her speed, I want to make someone else do it, you know. But easier said than done. Clark's a threat.
This one popped up and not going to get down as a couple plays made in the outfield to start this one.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, right fielder number 4, Maddie Johnson.
2 down, and Maddie Johnson back up. Laid down a sac bunt her first time and then reached on a bunt in her most recent at-bat.
Yeah, Johnson looking to do something here, get on base, kind of extend this inning here for her team.
First pitch and another strike in there from Johnson. Johnson versus Johnson at the plate.
This will be fun.
2 down, nobody on in the inning as that one bounces up inside for the first ball of the AB.
I mean, I'm telling you, Easton, I just want our pitcher, Alexis Johnson, to throw the hitter, Maddie Johnson, something inside, and I'd love to see her crush it.
That one went inside right there, but Johnson pulls it foul.
Yeah, I think now that Johnson's up in the count 1-2 and has gone inside, I wouldn't be surprised if she maybe goes outside here to kind of get a different look.
And there it is. Sydney, for anyone that listening at home, she's basically Tony Romo for the softball broadcast. She'll just predict something out of the blue. 2-2 pitch, and Johnson crushes that one down the first base line, and they just keep doing what you say, Sydney.
I mean, it's like I played before or something. Yeah, but I mean, same thing, like Johnson just doing a good job of mixing up both sides of the plate, making it hard, making the other Johnson have to kind of guess. That one creeping back outside. You know, and it's hard because you don't want to expect outside because then you'll be late for an inside pitch. So Johnson just kind of has to make an adjustment, you know, expect inside but then adjust if it is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Johnson looks at ball number 3.
Yeah, and a good location there, low and outside. It's a great spot by Johnson to throw at a 2-2 pitch. You know, I feel like that one she kind of left it up for the umpire to make the call.
3-2 popped up. Could get down though. And wow, running play, unable to make it as Johnson's going to get the second with the sun too. That was difficult. That was Fowler out and left. Any thoughts on that play, Sydney?
I know, you look over and I'm just like the wheels are turning. Yeah, with the way she's playing, I think that's a hard play, but also, like, I was more just thinking if the ball was actually foul or fair, just because it's about where the ball is, not where the player is. But I do think that she touched it while it was fair, so.
When in doubt, I feel like you got to make the play on the ball.
I mean, absolutely, yeah. At the end of the day, catch the ball. Then there's, you know, no question, but base runner here for number 12, Avery Ortiz.
Hard part is what are we going to rule that last play? This one, though, popped up towards the other foul territory, and that play a lot more simpler. It's made, and that is going to end the bottom of the 5th. Our score is still 2-0 Bulldogs. Please stay with us. Welcome back to more softball field at Ed Crucy Stadium.
Oh my.
This one given a ride out the left field, but it's going to go foul by Hemby at the plate. And Sydney's in all once again.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm thinking so much today, but I really am. I was honestly.
It was a well-hit ball.
Honestly, we're just curious as to who was in left field.
I think it's Neil Landry still out there in left.
Oh, okay.
I saw the number. Strother back to work. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ruse down just by 2. They could put one good inning together, and they could give the Bulldogs some problems. Another hard hit ball at the left. This one going back, whack, and that is gone. That's kind of foreshadowing earlier, and now Hemby
That's savage.
puts that one over the wall out in left field, and this lead is cut in half.
I mean, all I can say is that was savage. I mean, you could just tell, like, especially in her earlier at-bats, just getting a lot of inside pitches, but getting jammed. So to finally catch one out in front, drive it, hit it well, and like you said, cut the lead in half. I mean, that's
Now batting for
clutch.
the Roos, number 21, Terry Johnson.
So 2-1 our score now as Hemby goes yard, and that's she had a base hit that first time, walked, and now gets the solo homer off of Ashlyn Strother.
Yeah,
And
now this makes Ashlyn uncomfortable, I would think, when a team kind of cuts the lead in half. I mean, especially by a home run. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
In her 10 starts this year, that's just the 6th earned run she's given up. As this one popped up here from Carrie Johnson back at the plate. Hometown kid from Sherman, the Collinsville High School.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like pumped up for the Roos. I really am. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to start cheering for them to win. I think that would add some drama to this Thursday.
And would probably make for an even better doubleheader tomorrow as well, with how competitive this first one's been.
Yeah. I mean, The Bachelor just ended, Easton. I need drama in my life again. What, did you not watch it?
I don't watch The Bachelor, if I'm being honest. But that was a good reference, though.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We already have March Madness for the drama. 3-1 pitch here, and wow. Now a base hit.
Yeah,
You want a drama, Sydney? Here you go.
This is it. This is what I wanted. But I mean, yeah, when you give up a home run, you have to go in and attack that next hitter. You know, whether it's a strikeout or a pop out or something. And I'm not surprised to see a timeout called here. I'm surprised it took this long for him to walk out there. But yeah, just as a quick little regroup and be like, hey, what's going on? And, you know, get back to work kind of thing.
2-1 our score. You got Johnson now that just reached on the base hit. Was 0 for 2 before that. And coming up to the plate next will be the DP, Hannah King.
Who's she? I mean, she is really great. I mean, she's 0 for today, but she's one of the Roos' best players. I forget what we said her average was earlier. She's 327.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great average. I mean, a lot of their players have a batting average over 300, which I'm not sure if that has ever been the case for them, but it is today.
It's definitely a different Roos team, that's for sure.
I'm loving every second of it. I'm here for it. I hope you guys are here for it too, because I mean, it's just today and just see good competition. It's fun to watch.
That is a strike late in there for Strother. Nice pitch there.
I was honestly gonna say good take,
Uh-huh.
but then I was humbled.
That's why I wait sometimes for the call. See, sometimes you with your softball knowledge can sometimes make the call. I just like to wait.
And maybe I obviously need to wait because I don't want to offend anyone, but you know, yeah, so now she's in a battling position. Really needs to move the runner over somehow.
Swing and a miss there, and that's not going to get it done. Strike 3 swinging. As King goes down, and a big bounce back at bat there for Ashton Strother. Now that'll bring up number 4, Faith Butler, sophomore.
Yep, and Faith, not too hot of a game for her today. So really, if you're Strother, this is a hitter that you want to go and attack. You know, I know it can sound harsh, but I mean that's just kind of how the game is. Exploit, you know, someone else. So
Bunt shown and popped up off the screen.
yeah, I mean I like the idea. She definitely has speed. So putting down a bunt can, you know, potentially move the runner over and her. Get her on base. So I do like the idea a lot, especially when you're not seeing the ball. That one outside for ball 2.
Lefty versus righty at the plate with Butler. And has those 2 strikeouts, but would love to bounce back here. It's not a bad bunt, but Reagan Hill is right on it.
Yeah, she's great. I mean, she does such a good job covering bunts, and I mean, you said it perfectly. She's right on it all the time. She just attack in the face. She's so quick, you know.
So that is a 5-3 put out, and now it's up to number 10, Lindsey Bush, the senior from Arizona.
She's 2 for 2 today. So this could be a huge chance for the Roos to tie this one up.
Yeah, Coach Johnson has the girl he wants up there right now. Tying run at second, leading run at the plate. That one high and outside from Ashland. As I believe the count is 2-0.
Yeah, and you can see the Johnson over there at second kind of taunting the catcher a little bit, but best thing for Bella to do is just throw the ball right back to the pitcher, and because after that, once the ball is given to Ash, she can only go one direction. So it's essentially her saying, hey, I'm going to let you choose where you want to go.
3-0 pitch, and that is going to be ball 4, a 4-pitch walk allowed by Ashton Strother.
Yeah, and I think it was kind of an unintentional intentional walk, you know, just because Bush was 2 for 2. She's just seeing the ball so well, whereas the next batter has struck out twice. But so I think, you know, that's a great decision to go ahead, let Bush have the base, and take our chances with someone who's gone 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Maddie McPherson is in there pinch running now for Austin College at first. And it's Swakowski back up, like you mentioned, 0 for 2, Sydney, but we've seen plenty of these Roos turn their kind of off days around.
Absolutely, and you never know, too. I mean, you can have 2 strikeouts and have a great hit. You know, that's kind of the fun part of the game is you get more than 1 at-bat a game. You get more than 3 strikes in an at-bat. You know, it's essentially in some ways a do-over.
Yep.
You know?
And now Tavery Ortiz will call time, first baseman for the Bulldogs. Any idea what they could be talking about here?
I have no clue. But I love her taking charge right there.
Some leadership in the transfer.
Yeah, she's a transfer, and so she feels comfortable to kind of come in, say what she needs to, whether that's, hey, let's get this out, or hey, these girls have a lot of speed, you know, what should we do? Yeah, I love it.
So one lined into center and making the play. Kind of ran up on it at first, but I believe that was Harley Russell making the put out. And we will go to the bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs lead cut in half, 2-1, but they are still ahead. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Mork Softball Field at Ed Crucy Stadium. Kylie Jack leading off this inning. Pretty good rip out to left center, but the play made by Fowler with the sun in her way.
And changing direction, too. Like, I'm really impressed with this outfield because it's so hard with Jack as a left-handed hitter. That ball's kind of slicing, and so we saw Fowler kind of overrun it, and then to just change direction so quickly and make that catch look easy it's beautiful. It's beautiful. My eyes are content.
So now Mia Landry at the plate, 1 for 2 with a base hit and a pop out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a softball fan, and I love good softball, and this is what this game is here today. And it's so fun.
Both pitchers have definitely shined, as well as Johnson's been going the distance here. 1-1 count to Landry.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, like, I am a Alexis Johnson fan. Like, I should write her fan mail.
You're buying stock right now.
Yeah, I'm buying stock in the Austin College softball team because I know they're going to give me some good return on investment here in a couple years.
It was low a few years ago, but they're trending on the up and up right now.
I should have bought it a couple years.
2-1 count to Landry as she'll ground that one through the gap and into left field. Nice swing there from the freshman, and it's her second base hit.
Yeah, just nice and easy right through the 5-6 hole. This is going to bring up Harley Russell. She came in pinch run for Courtney Bellinger, and she stayed in the game, and so she's going to have her hand for an at-bat.
Just made the play out in center to end the inning in the top of the 6th. Now we'll swing here and go foul.
I know she wanted that one. And I know she's probably upset about not hitting that one as well as I know she probably could have. But, you know, Johnson, I'm loving how she comes inside to these left-handed hitters. And then, yeah, so I think the kind of pattern I've picked up here is she just goes in and out, in and out, in and out to these left-handed hitters. And maybe they've picked that up in the dugout, but
yeah.
If they have, you just got to pick. Which one am I hitting, in or out? Ooh,
Russell
nice
goes bunt here, and it's a good one, and she's going to reach easily.
Wow. That was an amazing bunt. Wow, like, I mean, it was in the death triangle. That's what we call it. That little area where just no one can really get there in time, you know? Like, there's not much you can do, and even if you do get there, it's probably going to be safe.
Now time going to be called from Coach Johnson. Now a circle visit here. And Coach Wilson will do the same with his girls as well.
Yeah, I'm honestly, well, Hillis is up to bat, so I think that's fine. Just because I knows that she can get a good base hit, but, you know, she's gonna have to rely on getting a base hit and not a bunt. But who knows? Maybe she does. Maybe she does drop a bunt down, and then we have bases loaded. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what she does here and what her thought process is.
So back to action we go. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 runners on for Hillis. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly ball, and takes a big rip at that one. Johnson went low. Gets the call from the dugout here. 0-1, grounded to third. The force play and a poor throw, and that's going to score another Bulldog run. Russell into third, and that's Mia Landry coming home to score.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a very hard play to turn around and try and get that out. Maybe would have tried turning 2, you know, something a little easier. Just because having to spin and make a throw is crazy hard.
So now we got Lindsay Leal back up 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. But here she grounds it back up the middle. Good swing. And Leal's going to reach. And she's going to score that run regardless, but Leal is on base as well.
And honestly, just beautifully placed there by Leal. Right back up the middle. But I am also extremely impressed with Kersey Hemby's range to get that ball. She didn't make the play, but, I mean, she saved a run. That ball goes in the outfield and Hillis scores. So
You're exactly
that's
right.
crazy range there from Hemby over at second.
I believe Bella Rodriguez back up, and Leal will play some games over here. She's back in safe, but Hillis can't take off. Now Leal will keep on playing with her. And she will walk over to second. It's the second time we've seen that today. And I guess it works again. We didn't get the run this time, but Leal does steal second.
The Roos were also confused because they feel like Leal left when the pitcher had the ball, but she did a good job of leaving as soon as they threw the ball back to the pitcher, she was taken off.
Ooh, Rodriguez just missing that bunt attempt, and it's strike 2 now.
So an 0-2 count here for Rodriguez with 2 runners in scoring position.
I guess that was strike 2, the at-bat. My apologies. Just got some confusion right now. Yeah, that was strike number 3. I shouldn't get second-guess myself, Sydney.
Yeah, be confident,
That's what I'm saying.
Easton.
It's 0-2. I thought the scoreboard messed up again. It wasn't.
I mean, umpires
right.
only mess up like once every blue moon, like they did today. So you can trust them the rest of the time.
Yeah, I wasn't the only one confused. I'll give myself
yeah,
that.
And I think head coach Wade Wilson was confused too. He thought that maybe she had another one. So they probably thought that the first pitch was a ball.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, it was not.
So 2 down for Kaylee Clark and 2 runners in scoring position. Bulldogs got some insurance runs back. They're up 3 and looking for more. Clark looks at first ball of the AB.
Yep, a good RBI opportunity here. 2-out RBI would be clutch. Get some more runs for her team.
One back up the middle and easy throw to first from Alexis Johnson on the 1-3 put out. So Clark strands a couple, but the Bulldogs get 2 runs back in the bottom of the 6th. They lead by 3, and Ashton Strother will look to close things down in the 9th, or the 7th, excuse me. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Mork Softball Field. As leadoff batter Alexis Johnson trying to help her own cause one more time, but she flies out on the first pitch she sees to Russell in center. And now just 2 outs left for the Roos. Trailing by 3, but they showed some life offensively last inning. And Another first pitch swinging in the at-bat, and 2 pitches, 2 outs for Ashton Strother.
Yeah, talking about an efficient inning right now.
Good 3 for 3 here, maybe. I'd imagine that telling Fowler to take at least 1 here, but who knows? That first pitch is a ball outside. Just 1 more out for the Bulldogs, and Strother to take game 1 of this series. First SCAC home series for the Bulldogs. As that one fouled off. One, foul tipped. It's gonna be strike 2.
Yep, and Fowler really just looking to get on base here, try and extend this game here for her team.
There's the 1-2 from Ashton Strother, the All-American. And reaching for that one up high, but got a piece of it. One line, Russell running up to it, can't make the play, but did stop it or getting past her, so not a bad job out there in center.
Yeah, I mean, I saw her getting ready to dive, and I was like, oh no. Just because, you know, we've seen it happen before, diving with the line drive and it get past her, but she did a good job of just smothering it, keeping it in front of her. So that's a great play.
Good pitch from Strother there, and there's first pitch strike again.
This is to Kersey Hemby, the one who hit a home run, cut the lead in half last inning.
She's reached base every time. And Hemby, oh, good swing there, but just pulled it a bit too much.
Yep, so Strother, she's now up 0-2 to Hemby, a great hitter, so trying to get her to chase something maybe.
Up high, the throw down, not in time. As the Roos steal a bag.
Yeah, Flower was, have I been saying Fowler this whole time?
It is Fowler.
Then I wrote Flower on the paper.
You scared me for a second. I thought it was it actually Flower? Oh, wow, that one taken out to foul territory, but caught. And that's going to end this one. As TLU will take game 1 of this series and end things off tonight. Out on top, 4-1. Our final here at Mork Softball Field. Any final thoughts on this one, Sydney?
Nothing besides that I am excited for tomorrow. We got 2 games tomorrow, 12-2. And I'm excited to see some more competition here between these 2 teams.
I am too. Great game here tonight. Competitive 4-1 our final. The Bulldogs earned the tough win, and like you said, sets up for a great afternoon of softball tomorrow. We thank you all for listening. Easton Allen and Sydney Cox signing off. Have a great rest of your evening.